So everyone's been really hyped about Shazam, everyone's giving it really good reviews and everything, and I don't get it really. I don't like the sense of humor in it, I don't like the main character, and I don't like the way the superhero looks, but I guess there's some cool things about it, like the villain is probably one of my favorite villains of all time. He's just so cool. But what I want to talk about here is, what the hell is up with the morals in this movie? So we have this crazy old wizard who is just kidnapping kids so that he can test them, and then he taunts them when they inevitably fail the test. And the test is retarded, by the way. The test is, he puts them in front of an orb, and if they touch the orb, they lose. But he doesn't contextualize that touching the orb is bad or anything. He just says, oh, you're not pure of heart, you tried to touch the orb. And they don't even have to touch it all the way. Maybe they just reached out to... Maybe they were not going to touch it in the end. But he doesn't wait for that. He just stops them before they can touch it. And, well, we learned that the orb is used to free these villains, I guess. They're called the Deadly Sins. And, well, they're monsters, I guess. But the villain is the guy who frees them, I guess. And he's done some crazy research into paranormal activities to find a way to intrude into the realm of the wizard, and that's all pretty awesome. But the thing is, why is the wizard the good guy, and why is the villain the bad guy? The wizard kidnaps the villain when he's a boy and tells him he's not worthy, and then he teleports him back into the moving car in that he was. And because he's a kid, he starts yelling, and then the car crashes. So this wizard is clearly not on any level a good guy, right? Because what a fucking idiot! What a dick move! And he doesn't even tell the kid, oh well, I guess it's all right that you lost. Very few people are worthy of this great honor. No, he just teleports him back. You're shit. You're not worthy of my time or an explanation. You just go back. What an unacceptable wizard. And why are these monsters that he's housing, why do we just assume they're evil? Later on we have a scene where the hero fights the villain, and he says, look at these monsters, they don't have your best interest at heart, they're just using you. What are you fucking talking about? The wizard's just using everyone. These monsters, they're called the Deadly Sins, and they're hideous gargoyles, I guess. But why? You ever consider that? Why are they called the Deadly Sins? Is that their chosen name? Are you sure? Or is that just some kind of moral faggotry that the wizard says, oh, these are the Deadly Sins. I've come up with this great name to demonize these foes. And what if how do we know they were always demons? This is a literal wizard. He could have turned them into demons. Maybe he tried to turn them into a frog, but then it was a huge frog. Maybe it was demons. Maybe they were just regular people, but then he imprisoned them or something. I don't know. I mean, they could have been... I guess they have magic, so they might have been an opposing faction of wizards, but we don't know that they're evil. All we know is that he's keeping them captive, and then he's kidnapping kids. And then from that we assume that they're evil, because they're being kidnapped, because they're being held captive. And let's get into their names again. Fucking the 7 sins, the 7 deadly sins, pride, gluttony, wrath, you know them. What the fuck, are you kidding me? That's not that bad. I like to eat. I like to be greedy. I like all kinds of things. That doesn't mean I'm a fucking gargoyle. This is ridiculous. The 7 deadly sins is such a mild offense. What is this, some kind of Bible bullshit? You must be so pure that you don't even engage in the 7 deadly sins for a second. You can't even be proud. You can't even want things. Yeah, great. That's real purity of heart right there. All these 7 deadly sins is basically a motivation to do the things that make humanity great. We're proud because we do things. We have lust. That's how we reproduce. we eat. Yeah, imagine that. And then we have this wizard who just refuses these primal instincts that we have. He locks up these 7 deadly sins and deprives them of what they want. They deprives them of their desires for millennia. And then, yeah, imagine they come out and they're fucking grotesque, and they want to to kill and eat and everything. Yeah, imagine that. Whose fault is that, huh? For being imprisoned for that long? Yeah, I think you're to blame here, Wizard. You did this. I'm very confused by these things, and I don't usually like it when people just say, "Oh, the villains are really the good guys," because that's just some really stupid, low-level interpretation of any event, really. But it's just bizarre how little evidence we're given that these monsters are really bad. Because I mean, yeah, later on they kill some people, but imagine that. I mean, yeah, okay, that's probably not good. But who knows if they were even that way to begin with? Maybe the wizard has made them that way. Maybe he's cursed them into being these blood-hungry monsters. Who knows? I mean, I guess that doesn't make it any better, but well, I don't know. Do they have any justification for killing humans? I guess not. But the thing is that the hero is also terrible. He's a stupid kid who doesn't know anything. Why does he pick kids, by the way? Why would you put the fate of the world in the hands of kids, Wizard? Is that really on any level acceptable? I mean, there's no reason why they need to be kids, because I mean, it's magic. He transforms them into a fully grown man, but why don't you just pick a man and then, I don't know, transform him? I mean, he still transforms. If he grows old, he'll still transform. So there was no reason why he had to be a kid, unless kids are specifically innocent. But that's stupid, obviously, because if kids are specifically innocent, it's only because they haven't had the choice to be, well, guilty of anything yet. They're just kids. So they're not really pure of heart just because they're kids. They just haven't been corrupted yet because they haven't been in contact with anything that corrupts them yet. They haven't been in any context where they had to make any hard choices that would make them look like villains, or that would just corrupt them to be villains. So yeah, this is why I think that the morals in Shazam are very weird. Shazam, the only superhero who can't say his own name without getting zapped by lightning. Yeah, so he just shoots lightning into the sky. He's like a hobo. He's begging for money while shooting lightning at the sky. And that was like so unfunny and painful to watch, because it was like, oh no, you're gonna hit something. Don't focus on how it's funny. He's gonna hit something. No, and then he does, and then he has to save the bus from himself. And then he takes credit. He's like, yeah, I did that. Flex for the cameras. Why don't you say, I don't deserve credit for this because this is my fault? Why don't you say that? Take some responsibility. Well, I guess that wouldn't look good though, would it? But should it look good? I don't know, man. It seems pretty bad to me. And then he's using his superpowers to bully his bullies, I guess. I don't know, that's pretty crazy. Destroys the cars of the bullies. I mean, they had to be stopped. They were like insanely evil, those bullies, but still, that's pretty. You shouldn't use your powers that way. Destroying the car isn't nice either. The car didn't do anything. Well, damn. So yeah, it's weird that there are all these no one thinks about these moral quandaries in the movie. The movie's just some stupid cape shit, and everyone thinks, oh, it's so great. But how is it great? It's just some stupid kids not thinking about their actions, and then I guess they have the bigger magic cock, and then they win. I don't know. Seems pretty weird. And the only relatable character is the bad guy, and he's driven mad by being bested by a child. Oh well. I mean, I guess it's all pretty funny to think about, but the jokes that are displayed in the movie are not funny to me. I do have a pretty high bar of... I'm pretty hard to please when it comes to jokes, though. On the other hand, I would laugh at poop jokes forever, so whatever. I don't know. Because I'm just a weirdo and I can't appreciate this overwhelmingly beloved movie. Alright, subscribe for more, I guess. Goodbye.